The strength of a tree lies not in its branches, but its roots. Get a chair, let's talk. So there's a river that flows through a village, and this river is the host of aquatic life, which means it provides the village with food, and it's also the village's source of water. So one day, this river starts boiling, as in the temperature starts rising pole, 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 until it boils, and the fish start dying. And in a state of panic, the villagers try to find a solution. Some of them try to divert the water into dams and hope that it will cool in the process. Others, I think a group of 30 that were like collaboratively sharing half a brain cell, decide to pour water in buckets from the well to the river. Very smart. But there was an old man who decides to follow the river to its source to see if he could find the problem. And he finds that there was a volcanic stream that was flowing into the river, and that was basically the source of all the heat. And after finding that out, he and his fellow villagers could now deal with the problem appropriately. Episode 1465, Unpacking Childhood Trauma.
So you have grades for class, alafu kuna grades za behavior. So unakutana na msee umefanya kitu yofana na kuambia, Dennis, I give you a demerit. Like, hey, wasi bro. Demerit. Bring them. Demerit ndio kusema nini. So then my parents are supposed to go home, look at my grades, look at my demerits, and then tell me, oh, you should do better. But sasa nimeanza kuharibika. But now I start becoming like a bad kid.
Oh.
Too easy. You know, all this nonsense that comes with teenage. Again, I'm floating. I don't know where I belong. I had an identity crisis for a very, very, very long time.
Now it's like you're seeing negativity coming and you're driving, you're moving toward, it's attracting you.
It's a pattern.
You get what I mean? It's like it's attracting you. Familiarity.
You see, even whatever is familiar is what you gravitate towards, even if it's chaos. If you date crazy chicks, it's not, Koi told me, it's not your type, it's your pattern. You go towards what is familiar. Hii chaos ya mtu anakuja amelewa anapiga kila mtu. I understand that. Yes. Hiyo najua kudeal nayo. Hii kudeal na mtu mzuri mwenye anasema let's sit down and resolve. Resolve nini bana? Ngumi zitambe.
Let me say this, DNA, your story is so confusing because I'm trying to find the root of your problem. By the time I'm doing a CTA, I've already discovered the root of this person's problem.
My childhood traumas.
Yeah.
I think I skipped over them maybe. Later I came to realize, this is why I was messed up inside.
One of the greatest arguments against modern medicine is how it focuses on symptoms and not the root cause. That is like trying to cut a tree by plucking its fruit. It does nothing. So, what is the root cause of DNA's problems?
You have this darkness, you have this sadness inside you that you can't explain.
Okay.
I didn't speak to anyone about it. I didn't know what to say or what to do. So unaishi na watu, unaishi na wazazi wazuri, but hawajui pia wewe kitu iko kwa maisha yako. So even them, they can't help you. And you can't help yourself because you don't understand your own traumas.
I get it.
Man, you just took me somewhere crazy, bro. I never even thought. But hey, God is good, bro. Human beings can overcome anything. I have a preference for being alone that is a little bit unhealthy. But I've also gone through very many difficult things, very many bad things. But when you tell me this now, I see so clearly it's a straight line. Damn. This anxiety that I told you about,
yes,
and this deep sadness I'm talking about now, all comes from childhood
yes
trauma. We are all prisoners of our childhood. It's nothing else.
How crazy is this thing?
It's nothing else.
Maji yakimwagika hayazoleki. Does that mean it's completely useless to address your childhood traumas? No. Heavy on that note. Addressing your childhood traumas is extremely profitable. The first thing is it provides emotional healing. Suppressed trauma usually manifests as anger, depression, and anxiety, and it's just the closure you need. It helps you reclaim your identity. Sometimes our self-perception is shaped by the negative experience we've gone through, and addressing that trauma helps you redefine your identity independent of that incident or experience. It also helps you break negative patterns, because once you find out the root of these patterns, it's easier to address it than trying to deal with them from the fruit phase. Awareness brings clarity and control, and it helps in making better decisions. And lastly, it helps you raise emotionally healthy children, because trauma that is not addressed is eventually passed down. So let me know, what will you not pass down to your children and the children around you?
And this is one of the reasons why I'm military about my kids.
Yep.
My kids, bro, mkiwesikia nimetingwa mali, it's because of my kids, not because of money. Guys have jacked me. Guys have done me over money. My kids, bro. That one, stakagi jokes. What they eat with their mouths, with their ears, with their eyes, who they come in contact with. But I've done my best to make sure the pollution does not come into them, because this world is full of sick people.
It is.
Bro, hii dunia iko na watu wabaya. Do you know? Na wako tu hapa na sisi. Shetani si mse akona amevaa suti ya red anapiga malap.
Ana slay, bro.
Bro ako huku tu ndani yao watu. Hizi stories I talk to them about this at this age. Nifanyeni hivyo na watoi wenyu. Mimi, I'm the face of God to these kids. I never want them to feel they can't ask me something or tell me something. And what I know, I know. I'll be wrong sometimes. But let's always have an open gateway so that when these devils come, my kids have the courage to tell me, Daddy, certain person said this, or certain person did this to me, without feeling that, without being oppressed into silence, like what my auntie did when she sliced my finger and told me to shut up. Unaona? Because sasa nikaanza kumuogopa. Ile, mtu anaweza nipiga. To avoid with my kids, you know. So